Motorcycling is an emotional thing, an experience intensified by horsepower, torque, and an engine's raw, deep-seated character. Harley-Davidson and Screamin Eagle understand this, and for years now have set out to improve on that experience with engine kits and performance parts that produce more of what makes riding a motorcycle so gratifying. The latest package, the Screamin Eagle Bolt-on 117 cubic inch street performance kit, is built with the same mindset, and we've just had the chance to spend a week with a Kvo Street Glide outfitted with one. Our thoughts? Emotional riders beware. As with Harley-Davidson's other bolt-on engine offerings, the Screamin Eagle 117C kit is designed so that it can be installed without having to pull the engine out of the frame, and comes with a 1-year warranty that adds a little peace of mind to the build. It's available for 2014 and later Kvo 110C Softail and Touring models, or 2016 and later 110C Fat Boy and Slim S models, but in this case has been outfitted to a 2015 Kvo Street Glide with twin-cooled 110C engine to prove that, even on a touring bike meant for the open road, there's no substitute for cubic inches. Looking deeper, what makes the Screamin Eagle 117 cubic inch street performance kit special is that it is the largest bolt-on engine kit that you can buy from Harley. Yes, there are 120C street legal motors and race motors on the catalog pages before and after it, but those are crate motors that require more work to put in and will drain you just a few, okay, quite a few, more dollars. This kit, for comparison, is claimed to take just around 8 hours to install and requires no additional machining. Less time in the shop means more time on the road, a concept we're pretty big on here at the Cycle World office. The kit's parts list is lengthy, but not all that overwhelming, with the obvious inclusion being larger, 4.125-inch cylinders that are designed to slip easily into the factory 110C motor's crankcase, forged pistons that bring the compression ratio up to 9.91, stock Kvo Street Glide ratio is 9.21, and piston rings. Additional pieces include a 58mm throttle body, high-flow fuel injectors, SE259 E-cams, perfect fit pushrods, high-capacity roller tappets, an inner cam bearing kit, and all necessary gaskets. Note, of course, that in addition to the $2,095.95 kit, you will also have to purchase an accessory 58mm air cleaner except on models equipped with Screamin Eagle Heavy Breather Elite Performance Air Cleaner kits, Harley says, and have the bike's ECM recalibrated. The return on those parts is nothing to scoff at, with the 117C engine-equipped Kvo Street Glide tested here now making an impressive 100.2 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, and an even more impressive 111 pound and 20 pence-feet of torque at 3,890 RPM, at the rear wheel. We haven't ran a twin-cooled twin-cam 110 motor on our dyno yet, but for context, we can compare those numbers to the Screamin Eagle air-cooled, twin-cam 110B motor and the Softail Slim S that we've tested, which the kit also fits, which made 80.9 horsepower at 4,750 RPM and 98 pound and 70 pence-feet of torque at 3,800 RPM, on the same dyno. More cubic inches means the engine can ingest more air on the intake stroke, and the torque numbers are a clear indicator of the dividends that come from that added air. Harley and Screamin Eagle will, of course, bill those power gains as something that enables you to get past cars more easily on the interstate, and indeed that's true, with that extra power making lane changes and runs down a freeway on-ramp all the more enjoyable. Past 3,000 RPM those advantages seem even bigger, the larger bore design adding more power at higher RPM. There's no doubt that a heavier touring bike like the 867-pound Street Glide could use the extra push, too. After having put some miles on the 117C kit-equipped Kvo Street Glide, I'll admit that there's more to the update than just added power though, and I'm not sold on the idea that you do it for those gains alone. Every Harley-Davidson motorcycle has a certain attitude built into it, something cultivated by the way it barks to life when you thumb the starter, the sound it makes as you roll the throttle back, and the way it rumples even at a stoplight. Any performance parts that you install helps to build on that attitude, and it's hard for me to think of any bolt-on, warranty-equipped kit that does a better job at adding to that persona than this kit does. A stock Vol Street Glide in particular is an emotionally stirring motorcycle, and yet with the 117 kit it's even more so. The bike does everything I want it to do in stock trim, looks the part, thanks, paint, sounds the part, and feels the part, but hits on those points even harder with the 117 kit. And I imagine that'll be the same with whatever 110 equipped bike you have, too. Of course, more than that, the engine kit works as it should to not take away from the riding experience, with fueling still feeling smooth in stop-and-go traffic, and some heat emanating from the right side of the bike in traffic situations, but no more than there is when getting stuck in a similar situation on a bike with stock twin-cooled 110 motor. Unfortunately, on the 2015 Street Glide, the brakes are a bit grabby, and that makes bringing that weighted wonder down to a halt after a run through the gears a practice in precision pulling. The clutch is a little touchy as well, so you'll need to be just as precise while leaving a stoplight. Rest assured though, the reward is worth the work. And I imagine there's even more to be had, too, with additional updates like an exhaust taking what I already like about the bike, the sound and the power, and likely making it better. Maybe the 117 kit is a starting point, and maybe it's not. Knowing most Harley-Davidson owners, I doubt this engine kit would be the first and last thing they pluck from the Screamin Eagle catalog. Regardless, after having ridden this Quo Street Glide with one, I'm pretty certain it'd be an update that they won't regret. Thankfully, because regret, well, that's just an emotion no motorcyclist has time for.